All right, welcome back. We're going to look at a problem from the section. So this problem given to us is we're going to find a and b. Our f of x is a to the x plus b, and we're given a graph. So let me draw the graph for us. Move that over a little bit. Okay. The graph, we know, goes through the point -2, -1, and -1, -3. And that's actually the only information we're given. It's an exponential function. We don't even know this point, although we can find it later. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to take f of -2 has to equal -1. F of -1 has to equal -3. Putting that information together, that means we're going to get a to the -2 plus b has to equal -1. A to the -1 plus b has to equal -3. Now, a couple ways to go about it. I'm going to go ahead and go about it. Let's go ahead and get the a and a squared isolated. Okay? So here, a to the -2 equals -1 minus b. A to the -1 equals -3 minus b. Okay? So now, let's write this out just a little bit differently. 1 over a squared equals -1 minus b. 1 over a equals -3 minus b. So I'm going to put these together and say -1 minus b. Write that a little bigger. Equals -3 minus b squared. Okay? Reason being, again, is that the -1 minus b, okay, that's 1 over a squared. And the -3 minus b, that's 1 over a, and then the squared. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead, do a little bit of algebra magic. -1 minus b equals, now let's square this right-hand side, 9, -3 squared. Now remember, cross terms, we have to count it twice. So -3 times -b is -3b, but counting it twice is minus 6b, and that actually becomes plus, because there are two negatives there, plus b squared. Okay. B squared, adding the -b to, adding b to 6b, we get plus 7b. Moving the -1 over to the other side, plus 10 equals 0. So we get b plus 5 times b plus 2 equals 0. So b equals -5, or b equals -2. Let's go back to our 1 over a equals -3 minus b. Or, if you like, a equals 1 over -3 minus b. So, let's move that over. That means, in this case, we get a equals 1 over negative 3 now plus 5 is 1/2. Or, in this case, we get a equals negative 1. Looking back, remember we have a condition. Looking back up here, remember a should always be bigger than 0. This a is not bigger than 0. So we're going to go ahead, throw that out. Throw out the b too. So our function is f of x equals 1/2 x minus 5. All right, see you guys in a bit.